Nicholas, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. Nice to meet you. Is it with an F or a PH?
PH. So, but I'm still twinning with you. I'm still
yes.
Such an amazing movie, guys. I'm so excited to speak with you about it. Thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you so much.
Of course. So to start off, I want to ask what makes Cassie and Luke's story so special to both of you?
Oh, you're giving this to me? Okay. What makes it special? I think it's just a very unique, I think it's just a very, very unique love story. I don't think we often have love stories with this kind of backdrop that feel very, very topical and current and not a cliche, dare I say. I think, you know, we've often had this sort of opposites attract thing, and I think that's very much the case here. But I think the way in which we have presented it is something that feels very real world, and hopefully feels very human to the audience watching.
Yeah, it definitely does. One of the other things I love about the movie is there's multiple original songs written, which were fantastic, and you know I'm going to be blasting them as soon as the soundtrack is out. But I want to give you a fun question surrounding that. Cassie has some really meaningful tattoos. Yeah. And I know a lot of people get tattoos of lyrics or symbols that represent something. So I wanted to ask if you could get a lyric tattoo from one of the songs or a symbol representing one of them, what would you pick and why?
Oh gosh, that is so tough. I picked all of Cassie's tattoos, and each of them, like you said, had a very special meaning to her. And she did have one of her lyrics on her arm, Blue Side of the Sky, which I think is such a meaningful and powerful lyric and song, because it essentially, she says, I'll never touch the blue side of the sky, which is what she's felt her whole life, fighting in a system that's fighting against her and fighting for justice and never being able to touch the sky. I think Cassie also has butterflies on her arm. Yeah. I've always loved butterflies, and butterflies are the symbol for immigration. And I think Cassie is very much representative of a butterfly, so I think I would do a butterfly.
I love that. That's so pretty. I love it. And Nicholas, would you get any symbols tattooed? Or
no, I would actually just get Sofia Carson's face.
I knew he was going to say that.
Just entire, like a full body kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely be understandable. You know, obviously romance, people love relationships, people love getting sucked into the stories. I wanted to ask both of you, do you have any personal favorite romance tropes to watch on screen?
Gosh, so many.
I mean, look,
right.
Tropes is hard to say, but I think a unique romance was did you ever see About Time? I thought that sort of I actually think smashing the romance trope in a lot of ways is kind of even more fun than playing to it. But yeah, I can't really think of any
that's a good answer. I like that answer.
One of my favorite movies, which is very much an inspiration for us in this film, is Star is Born, of course.
Yeah,
Officer to Gentleman, so many good ones.
Yeah.
Lastly, I want to ask, you know, what is one thing you learned from bringing your characters to life and that you hope the audience learns or is impacted by?
Oof, I think that there's more that binds us than separates us. I think, you know, what oftentimes sort of, we have this primeval fear of the unknown, and we separate ourselves into groups, and actually, I think if we just kind of take the time and talk about it, we share much more with each other than we don't, and I think that's kind of needed a lot more nowadays. I hope we get to a point of union in the world.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Just to see each other as humans first and foremost, and to lead with love, which is really the heart of this story. And we live in such a divided world now more than ever, that this message is just so beautiful and so timely and so needed.
Yeah, huge congrats on the film. I know it's going to be a hit. And Sophia, just want to say my Latina heart is so happy to speak with you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it as always. Nicholas, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. Hope to speak
for your time.
Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
Sophia.
You
Cheers.
as well.
Lectures, fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life. Comics